people that have just joined. We just found out that Hulk Hogan is dead.
When he was re-inducted?
He was inducted a second time as a member of NWO.
Hulk was inducted a second time in the WWE in 2020. In 2020,
as a member of NWO.
this time as a member of NWO. Okay, talk to me.
Do you want to do like movies?
I want to do.
Rocky 3 was huge. That
Okay.
catapulted him.
Hold on. Hulk had an amazingly successful movie career.
Beginning in 1982.
Beginning in. Where do we have assets, guys?
They're cutting back.
I need something.
Branson, can you hear me?
I need something. You have something?
They're cutting the last time Babcock interviewed.
Okay, Hulk had an amazingly successful movie career beginning in 1982
Rocky 3.
with, is it,
Just to confirm that the title of the stream is Hulk Hogan Dead,
Yep.
but it seems like it is, so I'm all good.
playing the iconic
One word, Thunder Lips.
I'm getting out of the post. You got to put this in 10 seconds. Go in, and then I got to keep writing. What else am I going to put up?
He was just about to launch in 1 month.
August 30th.
Yeah, a professional wrestling organization. That's what I think I talked about.
Freestyle wrestling?
Not a professional.
Freestyle wrestling.
What, when is Objectified going to be ready?
They're out. Go ahead.
Okay, talk to me.
We'll do
What else did he do? What other movies?
he also starred in
He also starred in.
No Holds Barred.
Are you guys reading this and research to make sure there are no mistakes?
Yep.
No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
Suburban Commando.
SB.
SUB.
Got it. Got it.
Commando, COMMANDO,
Yeah.
and Mr. Nanny.
Yeah, Mr. Nanny. Do you want to talk about the Richard Belzer lawsuit?
We Hogan knows best.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to do the reality?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 2006.
And there's more.
2005. 2005.
And there's more. Hogan starred in the hit VH1 reality show Hogan
Come through, Eric.
Knows Best.
With her family.
Linda.
With his family,
We do a strange.
Linda, Nick, and Brooke. Brooke?
Yeah, correct.
Brooke. Linda, Nick, and Brooke. Hold on, we just broke this story. Hulk Hogan has died at age 71. This is enormous. And I got to tell you, I did a show with him called Objectified about 8 years ago. And we went through his whole life, and it is an unbelievable life. In fact, what I want to add here is what's amazing about Hulk. Amazing about Hulk. He had scores of surgeries as a result of wrestling injuries. He told Harvey,
Mic down for me, please, if it's up.
Harvey, why are you going down? He told Harvey during a taping of
This as well. In January 2013, Hogan filed a medical malpractice lawsuit against Laser Spine Institute.
Hold on. During a taping of Objectified, he had no original body parts left. Okay, what else, guys?
last time we spoke to him
Yeah.
was back in May. Hulk is launching.
The last time we spoke with Hulk was back in May. Yeah.
As he's launching Real American Freestyle.
He launched, what is it?
Well, it's launching because it's August 30th.
It's still coming.
Launching.
With Fox on Fox Nation.
Launching what?
Real American Freestyle, which is an amateur wrestling. The first event is August 30th on Fox Nation.
First event is August 30th on Fox Nation. Okay, do you have the video of that? Well, hold on. I just put it in. It needs to go where it should. I put it in. Okay, I just got out. Put it in and let me back in 10 seconds.
Do you want to say he spoke at the RNC?
Yes, yes. Get me the RNC when he spoke. That was a huge moment.
Do you want to do the last time he was on WWE TV when he was booed?
Not yet. Let me do this fast. Okay, going in. Do you have the RNC? Get me it right now. I don't care if it's an embed. Get me it. Hulk was the star of the 2024 Republican National Convention when he set the room ablaze with theatrics. Do you have that video? Okay, I'm going to get out, put it in right now. It's right where I say Hulk was the star of the 2024 Republican National Convention. I'm out. Put that in 10 seconds. Let me back in. Holy smokes. Okay, how we doing on Objectified? Okay, I'm going to give this back to you because I got to finish the show. Do we have any other assets to put in on this? Do we have a clip, even if it's an embed, of Hulk Knows Best? You guys need to read the post and see if you can find assets to support it. But Hulk Knows Best should go in there. You put in the RNC. Okay, get me Hulk Knows Best. I want to see some video of Hulk wrestling.
Get him against The Rock in 2002.
Get that in there now. And even if, again, if it's an embed, put it in. So I want him wrestling The Rock. I want to get, just get me something up. We need assets. Okay? So you're putting that in. What's in? Okay, and you're doing, well, there was something else that we wanted to put in.
No, he was getting booed. We don't.
No, we're not going to do that. Okay, we're redoing the walkout. Reagan, should we redo the promo for live? Yeah. Let's redo the walkout right now. Erase the board. Lucas, are you writing? Okay, so I think you've got, the key now is assets. We've got a lot in the post. The key is assets, 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 assets. So are you putting, do you have The Rock? I want that in 60 seconds, guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. Lucas, the key now is letting them in to put assets in. Okay? Yeah.
105,000 people on the story right now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, God, yes. Okay, you have The Rock in? Okay, now you're doing Hulk Knows Best? And what are you working? What are you working on right now? Okay, and look at in the post, I reference it. Okay. Okay.
For our thousands of new viewers right now.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Hulk Hogan has died. He was 71 years old. Lucas, when the EMTs were called out, did they say for what? Cardiac arrest. I'll tell you, I did a show with him, Objectified, and he literally told me, he said, I don't think I have any original body parts left. He was so beaten up by wrestling, which everybody says is a fake sport. I mean, I can't remember the number of back surgeries, but it was just unbelievable. And I think he said he's had over 50 surgeries. So he was really beaten up. And the EMTs came out to his house in Florida, right? Yeah. In Florida. And they could not revive him. So just a really unbelievable life with a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And you know, he transformed wrestling. Wrestling, very narrow sport before Hulk, where it was not for families at all. It was, mostly just guys watched it. And he made it an entertainment sport. And he was so entertaining and theatrical. You know, kids started coming, women started coming, and it transformed it into what it is today. So he was really critical for that. He was a movie star in Rocky III, Thunderlips, that was an iconic character. His reality show, Hulk Knows Best, was just a huge show on VH1. And he had downs. I mean, remember, there was a sex tape that Gawker released where Hulk was using racist language. And they stripped him of his Hall of Fame title from WWE, and he really hit the skids with that. And he really clawed his way back to revive himself and show the, contrition. And they reinstated him in the Hall of Fame as a member of the New World Order, which is his hero title, his villain title. So he really has had really quite the life. He was an entrepreneur, lived in around Orlando for most of the last 20, 30 years. But I'll tell you, when I did Objectified with him, he was really candid with me about everything. And we talked about the sex tape and the racism. We talked about everything. And he said, look, just let me have it. Just talk to me about everything. And I did. And it was really, it was a memorable moment for me, really having been able to sit down with him. We're going to put that up on the website shortly in our post. I apologize for this, but I need to now finish our shows, and we need to redo all of our shows because this is, everything. I mean, this is kind of what happens here, that, we go along during the day and then something huge like this happens and we have to just completely recast everything. So, Jackson, anything real quick, and then I've got to go.
Way too fast for me to read. There's almost 10,000 people in chat, and it's just going like that. So everyone's saying rest in peace. There's a lot of rips.
Yeah,
in
no,
chat.
I'll tell you, he was a force. And, God, I mean, I used to call him, and I mean, I just loved hearing, hey, brother. And I mean, he did this he did that to everybody, but I just loved hearing that from him. And he was really authentic. He had his ups and downs with marriages, but he was, and ultimately became very religious, especially around the time I did Objectified. He was like shockingly religious for me. I had no idea it was that deep, but it was. Reagan, I know you hate going on camera, but you know so much about wrestling and him, and you were with me when we did Objectified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when we did the Objectified with Hulk, I remember we were in St.
It was near Orlando.
We were in, Fort, not Lauderdale. No.
Fort Myers?
Clearwater, actually.
Clearwater.
We were in Clearwater. I remember I got a call from Hulk the night before. We were all out to dinner, and he called me, and I see him calling, and I'm like, shit, is he canceling? And I like panicked. So I step out, I'm like, hey, Terry, how you doing? And he's like, hey, brother, just want to make sure that you're seeing this sunset right now. And I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing the sunset. He's like, life is good, brother. I'll see you tomorrow. And I was like, all right, thank God. But that's kind of who Terry was. I mean, I know Terry was rife with controversies, and he had, many missteps, which he's you know, part of the criticism against him is that he hasn't really taken accountability for him. Some say he has, some say he hasn't. But, you know, anyone who I think knows Terry knows that he's he was a good guy who meant well, who cared, and
He was really open with us and
yeah.
objectified.
And as far as box office, just wrestling standpoint goes, no one comes close. I mean, I know Hulk and I know Stone Cold and Rock and Roman Reigns and like some of those guys are, you know, at these absolutely astronomical levels. Hulk was the guy who broke this open, and we have not seen a box office draw like Hulk. And as far as putting it on the mainstream, going on being a wrestler in the 80s or 90s to make it on Sports Illustrated, it's just absolutely unheard of. So this Hulk was you know, a groundbreaking figure in professional wrestling, and professional wrestling is where it is today
because of him.
on his back. So
yeah,
he's just it's hard to put into words how much of a legendary figure this guy is. Yeah, but it's a sad day for, and you know, condolences to his family, because that's it seems very sudden. He had just signed a deal with Fox Nation and Eric Bischoff to launch a new wrestling league. They just announced it earlier this week. I mean, he had plans and ventures. You know, I know his restaurant and his beer. You know, he was very, very active. So
he was an entrepreneur. He was a movie star. He was a TV star. He was a wrestling star. You don't get 4 hits like that in life, mostly.
The suddenness of this death is really what's catching a lot of people just completely blindsided.
I mean, that's what a heart attack is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a heart attack is, that you never know. You just never know. And that's part of life. I mean, it is just part of life. What were you asking, Tawanda?
We are trying to get an interview done right now with someone that knows Hulk very well. It's very emotional right now. We want to
here is, okay, so this is the problem we have. So are you going to put it up here? Siobhan, are you there? So where are we right now with the morning meeting in terms of what are we? Okay, I'm going to do a Hulk thing right now, and then I'm going to do this interview, okay? Got it?
Rob,
I think you're going to use evergreens for the balance of the show.
Wherever you are, or whoever can hear me.
No, you want me to?
Unless we can pull something together.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Get ready, Keith. Come on, we got to move. Okay. You can shoot. Okay. Okay, we're doing this now for our TMZ on TV show, and then we've got to do this interview real quick. Okay, we're moving right now. Eric Wilson, I need you on this. And hey, sports, I know you guys are working on this stuff. I need somebody from sports. No, hey, let's go.
They got to get it set up.
Well, they should have been set up.
They're flipping over right now.
Big wave when he started Hulkamania in the 80s. He basically launched WrestleMania for WWE and made them a big household name. And he just kept reinventing himself. He's a Michael Jordan of wrestling.
It's not even a Mount Rushmore situation.
You can't have.
There's no other peer of Hulk Hogan.
You cannot have a Mount.
Before Hulk Hogan, wrestling was a very narrow sport, and it was just a bunch of guys that would watch it. He made it a family entertainment event.
Yeah.
And kids started coming, women started coming, families started coming to see him, and it was a transformative moment when Hulk Hogan got in the ring. And the thing to me that is the most surprising is he was the hero until 1996, and then he turned and became the villain in NWO.
Hollywood,
Really
Hollywood
impressive.
Hulk. Stuff like that is hard to do, Harvey. Like, because everyone loves you. So to get everyone to hate you so.
Then he was a hero.
Yeah, he kept reinventing himself. And again, that's really impressive. It's hard for wrestling fans to take you seriously when you do that. And he did it seamlessly. It was
someone who like based their whole career on like eat your vitamins, you know, be nice to your parents, all that stuff, and then he turned villain. That was a huge shock to people back in those days.
And he died
He
there.
had ups and he had downs. I mean, the ups were he was not just a wrestling star, he was a movie star in Rocky III. He was a TV star in Hulk Knows Best. He was a huge entrepreneur, but he had his downs. I mean, the famous sex tape that was secretly recorded where he made racist remarks. And was actually,
they told me to stand here, but if you want to get closer.
You get closer.
His Hall of Fame title stripped from WWE as a result of that, and was on the skids for a long time. Clawed his way back, got back into the Hall of Fame, and really resurrected himself and really owned it. I did a show with him, Objectified, and he was really open about all of this stuff and talked about everything.
And his finishing move was the leg drop. And think about it, like every night you're doing a leg drop on someone, you're gonna get hurt.
He told me he had no original body parts left.
It's crazy because there were so many rumblings that his health was deteriorating. There was like rumors that he was in a coma, and his wife Skye denied recently that he was in a coma and said that his heart was healthy and he was just recovering. And we had been told he was just recovering from some kind of neck procedure, but we found out earlier this morning that cops, EMTs were outside of his house. He was seen being taken away in a stretcher and passed away early Thursday morning.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I talked to Ric Flair. Ric Flair said he talked to Hulk yesterday, and Hulk sounded good, was in good spirits, said he felt good, felt well, and just everyone's devastated.
And Ric Flair is one of his biggest rivals, by the way. Ric Flair, again, another Mount Rushmore.
Right, I mean, Ric was like in tears on the
political stuff.
Okay.
He was also
and he was the star of the Republican National Convention.
Yeah.
He was huge
he
figure.
electrified that audience.
Yeah, it was like the best moment of the couple days there at the RNC, honestly.
And just to show how like shocking this is, he was about to launch a freestyle wrestling league in August with Eric Bischoff, and you know we don't know what those plans are going to be.
Okay,
Did we say what the call was?
Do we have him?
Who, Rick?
Babcock.
Hold on. So I talked to Rick. He will talk to you. He said we just didn't know exactly when, so I'll call him.
I could do it now.
Okay, here, let me call him.
Also, we didn't say that the call was for cardiac arrest. Do you care about that?
Yeah, no, we'll.
The police told us cardiac arrest. The guy who told me that Hulk died, and don't use this, but the guy who told me that Hulk died said, we don't know exactly why he had health problems. He just stopped breathing, is exactly what he said to me.
So you are 4-4 right now?
Yeah, I can figure out the rest if you have to go do something else.
Are one of those 4, could that be a 5?
No, I have evergreen packages that I'd rather air that are actually good.
Okay, let's do that.
Our demo.
The last thing he said was, when I said bye to him, was tell Harvey I said what's up. Was the last thing he said.
Oh, God.
Sad.
God.
That's insane.
You could say that about anything.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Charlie, and then I die.
I know, but it means something with a person passes.
Oh, God.
I'm sure Malcolm from All Warner, we got a
Boy,
coffee the morning, was like,
that
hey,
just
have a
got
good day,
me.
bro.
That just got me. That he said.
I'm so upset.
No, but that you just told me that.
Oh, I know.
That really just got me. Wow.
He was treated by a crew for being taken to
So he was pronounced dead at the hospital. Lucas had that.
I'm sending. Here, Lucas.
Okay. Okay, so just so you guys know what's going on right now, we are adding to our story on the website. This is where kind of chaos occurs because we're on deadlines to get our shows done, and this kind of, it's probably the least of anybody's problem right now, but we got to figure this out. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, you tell me if we can pull this off. For TMZ Live, first of all, we got to redo the promo.
Yeah.
But for TMZ Live, I think what happened here, we should try to turn into a story. Yeah, so we should just start right now because it's going to be complicated to do, but I think you can make something of it, and you can also do a couple of pickups if you need to.
Yeah, I think priority right now should probably be just let's get this Ricky. That's going to be.
No, I want it, absolutely. Yeah. And I want to get the promo done. But this should be the entire A block. But what I'm saying is, I think you can let this breathe into the whole A block, what happened here, and writing it, and what happened here.
Rick go B?
Huh?
Rick go B?
Yeah. Well, but you got to send it back there so we know, can they get it done?
Yep.
So let's do that right now.
Hey, Joe, come to my office.
Okay, can we shoot the promo for live? Are we using this camera? I'm just going to do it here. Okay, I'm just going to do it here. On the next TMZ Live, we just, hold on, let me just get this up actually. Do you have the computer?
Got it.
On the next TMZ Live, we just broke a huge story. Hulk Hogan dead at 71. We have all the details. Huh?
7.5.
What do we need?
No, that's good.
Okay. Okay, so you got that. Okay, that was for our TMZ Live show. Did you get objectified in there? Okay. And Jackson, are we putting that on YouTube?
Yes. I told Jim to clip the last 10 minutes, and he's going to post that up.
The last 10 minutes?
Yeah, of like you breaking the news. We're going to put that up to be.
No, but I'm talking about objectified as well.
Objectify's up right now.
Okay. Can I just tell you something? I know I just got a message from my dog walker, and this is such a sign of the craziness of this year. It's just, now Hulk Hogan, make it stop. This is my youth disappearing. Wow. I get it. I get it, Diana. Okay.
Harvey, we have 16,000 people watching us right now.
Okay. Yeah, again, just so you know, we just broke this story. Hulk Hogan died this morning at his home in Florida. EMTs were called to his house on a cardiac arrest call. They tried resuscitating him. They took him to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. I cannot overstate the significance of Hulk Hogan in professional wrestling, which is now one of the biggest entertainment sports in the world, and it is that on the back of Hulk Hogan. He transformed this, he transformed wrestling, which was, you know, basically a bunch of guys going to watch, to a family sport where kids and women and husbands and wives came, and he was just supremely entertaining. And entertaining not just as a hero, but when he was a villain, he was actually even more popular when that happened in 1996 with the New World Order. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He was stripped of that. He was inducted in 2005, stripped of that in 2015 after a sex tape involving Hulk and another woman was published by Gawker. And Hulk had made racist remarks on that tape. Hulk ended up suing Gawker and won, but it really cost him a lot based on what he had said. And he really showed contrition over a long period of time and actually was reinducted into the Hall of Fame. I am about to do an interview, which you guys can watch, with Ric Flair. Ric Flair was the nemesis of Hulk Hogan for many, many years. and we are about to do this interview right now. Rick, it's Harvey. Can you hear me?
Step down your regular seat.
Rick, can you hear me? Can somebody put Rick's audio up?
IFB.
Oh.
Putting an IFB on.
Okay, give me a second, Rick. I'm sorry.
Addie, can he turn the camera? Copy that. Give him 1 second to turn the camera. Once you see the camera rotated, then you can say hi to him.
Okay, I'm trying to
He's good to go.
clear the.
And Harv, you're going to sit down there and look at this camera.
I'm going to sit down. Okay. Okay. Hey, Rick, it's Harvey. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can, sir.
Are you guys rolling?
Yeah.
Rick, can you move the camera just slightly away from your face? Reagan, can you kill my sound for a second so I can talk to you real quick?
Okay.
All right, guys, how's it going? Yeah, so for everybody that's joining, Hulk Hogan has passed away, unfortunately, at 71 years old. We're about to do an interview with Ric Flair.
So there is somebody, maybe with the deepest professional connection to Hulk Hogan, and that is Ric Flair. Together, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan transformed wrestling. They are on that Mount Rushmore of wrestling, no question about it. They were rivals, they were friends, and Rick is joining us right now. Rick, first of all, I am so, so sorry. This must hit you profoundly.
More than you'll ever know. People always wanted to paint us as enemies, but we were actually very, very close friends. And we kept up with each other on a regular basis. So I just talked to Jimmy Hart yesterday, and he was fine. To have this happen is just horrible.
How did you get the news? I'm so sorry, Rick. I am so sorry.
Oh, I've gotten it from everybody. My phone won't stop. And that's a good thing because everybody is saying something nice. When social media can be so cruel, in this case, everybody is saying something nice.
So, you know, I knew him over the years, but not like
He loved you, Harvey.
I really had a connection with this guy. I'm wondering what he meant to you. I mean, I want to hear your connection to him.
Well, we had magic. I mean, it wasn't like me and Steamboat, but we just had a chemistry that was, I felt like equal to me and Steamboat, but in a different way. And he was so over. I mean, when I went there in the '90s. I had never seen anything like it in my life. The music started, and he came down the hallway. And, I mean, I would get him down for 2 minutes, and we'd have. It's just an unbelievable relationship. I mean, and I'll give you an idea of how much fun we had working together. If we were doing a dark match after TV, we would go and he'd say, "Room service," and throw me in, give me the boot, and drop the big leg on me. We got back to the hotel for room service. I mean, that's how much fun we had working together.
So you guys were rivals in the ring. And I'm so curious about this. Did that ever kind of bleed out into real life, or were you always secretly friends?
Always friends, always friends. I'd be remiss to say I wasn't jealous that he was making so much more money than me, but it had nothing to do with him. It's just, I'm not going to bring up his name. The promotion just put me in a bad spot, but not with him ever. Are you kidding? I loved him, and everywhere we went, we drew money. It's just we had a connection, and since then we've done signings together and like the Hard Rocks, and I keep up with him. I've been out to his bar for karaoke, and I mean, it just, everybody wants to take a shot at Hulk, but he doesn't deserve it. People make mistakes, and who knows how that happened, but it just it's unfair to judge anybody by, I mean, who would I be to judge anybody? I mean, really, who is anybody that's a celebrity to judge anybody? We've all made mistakes.
So, I've talked to him over the years, and about his ups, of which there were many, and his downs, of which there were definitely some. Where was
Yes.
he? Where was he at the end of his life in terms of his head? Where was Hulk Hogan? Terry Bollea.
Well, I think he was doing great in it, but there's people that just, they take shots at Hulk, and they want to blame him for being protective of his position. But they don't. The young guys don't understand that back in the '80s, it wasn't as political as it is now. But you had to fight for your position. I mean, not fist fight, but in some cases even fist fight. But because everybody wanted to be you. Does that make sense?
It does, and you mentioned being political. He was political. I mean, he was, I believe, the star of the Republican National Convention last year. And that, look, we're a 50-50 country, divided. And he paid a price for that even when he showed up in the ring. So
I know.
He was a political guy.
Yeah, well, you know what? One thing about Hulk, and I've never forgotten it. He used to say to me, it's not about who's the best worker, it's about who makes the most money. I hated that saying.
Well, what's interesting about that saying is that kind of applied to your relationship with him, that he made a lot more money than you, and that's what mattered to him, yet you never showed jealousy toward him.
No, I couldn't. I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at the promotion. I'm not going to bring up any names because now it's not a time to blame anybody. But, he with me, he knew that I wanted to work with him because that meant I was on top. And we had some fantastic dealings. The match with Shaquille O'Neal as special referee, and then Halloween Havoc where Tommy Hearns, Muhammad Ali, Sherry Martel. I mean, they're never going to be called classics, but they drew money, and we drew money. And the one thing that I said it publicly at the Garden one night. My son went to 6 rehabs, and he never. My insurance didn't cover rehab, so Hulk lent me money one time to keep him in rehab and keep him off life support. So I've never forgotten that. And I went to pay him back, and he said, "You never have to pay me back. I'm here for you."
Wow.
And then when I was dying in the hospital, I don't remember, but he was the first one there. So how do you forget things like that?
So this is, an hour after we broke the news. So maybe it's too early, but I'm going to try. He was a complicated man. What do you think his legacy is?
His legacy is he's arguably, along with Steve Austin, the biggest star in the history of wrestling. For his generation, for his generations, he was light years ahead of me. I used to go back to Minneapolis to see my mom and dad, and they weren't part of the NWA. And it's one of the greatest things I ever remember. My dad would say to me, "Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is. They don't know you." Okay, Dad.
Well, that's not true.
No, in Minneapolis, we didn't go there, and I mean, we met up on the road, and when we did, we always partied and had fun, and we competed. But the one thing that was a for sure factor is the building was full, and we had fun. We didn't have to talk about it for 3 hours. We knew what we were gonna do because we felt it.
I get it. Rick, look, I know this was really hard to come on this soon after the announcement, but we so appreciate it. And again, at least from me and from TMZ, our deepest condolences.
Well, thank you. I hope everybody just stands up and says, "Man, Hulk, you're the greatest." He made a lot of people a lot of money.
That he did.
Not just the promotion. He made a lot of people a lot of money. I can remember when he was working with Kamala, and Kamala wasn't getting paid right, and he went to Vince and said, "Kamala needs more money." I mean, he had a good heart. Too good.
That's a good ending. That's a good ending. Rick, thank you.
No, it's the truth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Rick.
it. Bye, guys.
Thanks. Okay, wow, that was Ric Flair. Clearly emotional over this. Wow, it is really, it's hitting me.
Harvey, we have 20,000 people watching now. We're the second biggest live stream on YouTube at the moment. What do you have to say to people about this?
Give me just 1 second before I do. Cut the whole thing. Hey, Babcock, put the entire thing up. We should make that a separate post, I think. Pardon me? And you followed it? Okay, we want to do this as quickly as possible, but I would make that a separate post.
Do we want more Hulk guests? We can go another lane where the leading wrestling historian who's in everything.
I don't think so.
Perspective.
No, I mean, I think we have A and B.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you guys what's going on in. Give me 60 seconds. We're balancing things now because everything is changing here, especially with our TV shows. So hold on. I just want to make sure. I don't think we need a welcome to TMZ live. I think we just go right into it from Jim's introduction. But maybe we do. See if you need a pickup at some point and how we do it.
That would be to start the show and say cameras are rolling.
About
this all unfolded, and then we go to the cameras. My gut is for you to start.
Okay. We'll do that. Let me just talk to the YouTube folks.
Okay, and then we got a rundown.
Okay, so I will kind of summarize this again for people who have just joined us. We broke a story on the website TMZ Sports that Hulk Hogan has died at 71 years of age. He was at his home in Florida. EMTs were called for a cardiac arrest. They tried resuscitating him, took him to a hospital where he was pronounced dead this morning. If there is a Mount Rushmore, he is not only there, but he might be there singularly because he transformed wrestling. Wrestling was a very narrow sport, and even that word is controversial, but I'm going to say it. With just a bunch of guys watching it for many, many years, decades, and then he came along, Hulk came along, and changed it into a family sport that kids were showing up and women were showing up and families were showing up, and he became this superhero, like a superhero that was the guy that you could come watch, the flesh and blood you could watch. And he just became enormous and transformed wrestling, became even bigger as a villain beginning in 1996 with the New World Order. And look, this is a guy who had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. He was a movie star, he was a TV star, a successful businessman, obviously a legendary wrestler. And then there were family problems, remember, with Nick and the manslaughter case, his bitter divorce from Linda, and the racist remarks that surfaced from a sex tape that was secretly recorded, where Hulk had made racist remarks, and he was canceled, and he was stripped of his a Hall of Fame title. He was the Scarlet Letter for many, many years. I did a show with him called Objectified, I believe in 2017. And we talked openly about everything, including that sex tape and things he said. And I gotta say, I've known him for a long time. And there was regret, but not just that he got caught, regret over what he said. And look, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know. I don't know what's in his head and his heart, but I heard him and we had many conversations, and it felt to me like his eyes got open to things that he wasn't seeing before, and that includes himself. And there was definitely an effort to change, and I think he did. So that is where we are right now. I just interviewed Ric Flair, and boy, he was sobbing at the beginning. Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan were the legendary rivals in the ring, but actually really, really good friends and close over the years. And Hulk ended up doing a lot for Rick. Babcock, Babcock is the head of TMZ Sports, which broke the story. Aside from Rick, who's talking?
Everybody. I mean, he's so far transcended just professional wrestling. I don't care if you never watched a professional wrestling match. I mean, he's a legend. Film-wise, I mean, I think what you said about Mount Rushmore is perfect. He's not one of the guys on it. I mean, he is the guy.
You know, Rick was interesting. Rick said it was Hulk and Steve Austin.
Right. Yeah.
So he actually gave Steve Austin
those two right there. I know when I told Rick, and he's crying on the phone. When his guy this morning, who was his best friend, told me, I mean, just crying, everybody is absolutely devastated.
And was there any warning? Because we know that we were getting calls about his, I mean, he's had so many medical issues.
But I think the question is, we know his neck is awful.
But we have no idea if it's connected. Right.
Was he having physical ailments or was he having real health problems? Were there heart issues? His guy told me this morning, and his guy was not in good shape. Like I said, his guy is devastated, clearly. But he said he'd been having health issues and that he stopped breathing this morning. And obviously we now know it's cardiac arrest. But I don't know. I think that's the question. What has been going on with Hulk? Clearly he was not in great health the last couple of months.
But he was pushing forward with businesses.
He's got this he just strikes this big deal with Fox Nation. He's got this big league with these famous partners. He's doing something that's never been done before. It wasn't professional wrestling. It was amateur wrestling on a professional level, like Olympic wrestling, and that's what he was doing. And this was groundbreaking. And it's going to launch in a month, August 30th. And I mean, that was I guess so.
So, as far as we know, this was just an emergency. He wasn't hospitalized. He was at home.
He was home.
So, which makes me think that couldn't be particularly expected that he was having these
Right. You would imagine he'd be in the hospital then if he was in really bad health. He was at home, and something clearly happened this morning where he went into cardiac arrest. First responders got there. They worked on him. We know that, but nothing could clearly be done.
Wow. Okay, so stick with us. This is going to be a little bit rough, but we've got to rejigger everything. We were in the middle of our morning meeting, which we use for our other show, TMZ on TV, when this all happened. So we had to abruptly stop that. We got to figure out what we're going to do for that show. We've got to now figure out what we're doing with TMZ Live. I think maybe I'll just start it right here. So we're going to do an introduction for our TMZ Live show, and then we're just going to play how it played out. Okay?
We should definitely. Are you going to do it right?
You tell me. Where do you want?
I would do it in there.
Okay, Jackson, come on over.
Can we go over rundown real fast?
Yeah. That's okay.
I know, but
It's okay.
so we have the Hulk intro, and then obviously we go into what we shot this morning.
Right. And if you need pickups on that, let me know. But you should have the story.
Yeah, Hulk, Ric Flair,
It's okay.
B block, C block. We'll do South Park. That feels like something we need to bring.
Yeah.
D block will lead with the Brian Kohlberger.
Yeah.
And then we go Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
That's a good D block.
Yep.
E block will be the Nancy Pelosi, which we're shooting at 11.
Yep.
And then F block, I think we just do Cardi B and Tim's Rejects.
And G should be Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, come on over, Jackson. Reagan, can you come over here too? Jackson, any questions? What?
Hold up. Wait for it.
What?
That's how fast it's moving.
I can't read this fast.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Okay.
Can we make sure? Hey, Rob. Can we make sure we're recording for?
And you guys are cutting the Ric Flair interview? Okay. I wouldn't worry about getting too much text because this is a video clip. So I would. Do we have a YouTube video of Rick and Hulk in the ring?
No.
Yeah, again, we need to think about sub-assets. So that would be the clear one. And then if there are any photos of Rick and Hulk together.
I interviewed them back in the day.
Oh, put that up. So that'll go as a sub. The wrestling will go as a sub. And then as soon as it's ready, get it up with what you got. Okay? But we keep the post that's up as the first post. That'll be the second post. What?
Is there like a particular headline for it, or just breaks down his years remembering Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
I need to jump in the control room.
Is there any way Harvey can answer something with
Harvey.
Think so.
Okay.
Babcock needs to ask you something without audio.
A few years ago, I interviewed Hogan.
Okay, you can still shoot me. Did you see what Babcock got? Keep my mic up. It's fine. Did you see what Babcock got?
The video.
No, I'm talking to Reagan. Reagan, did you see what Babcock got? Babcock. Oh, Lucas, will you call Reagan in the control room and let him know about the video? And I want to get his opinion. Okay. Yes. What's your gut?
149. That will get you to 10. Yeah.
No. Will you take Lucas's call real quick? Okay. there are a lot of judgments we have to make about things we put up, things that are relevant, things that aren't, and we're quite frankly dealing with one of those things right now and trying to make a decision on it. I mean, this is kind of the way news works. When something like this comes from out of the blue, there are like a lot of decisions that need to be made. So there's a video that we're evaluating. And have you? Okay. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do an intro for our TV show, and then we'll come back and talk to you guys. But you can stay here, obviously. Okay, here we go. I got it. Welcome to TMZ Live. Really sad news. TMZ Sports broke a story this morning. Hulk Hogan is dead. Dead at 71 of a heart attack. The paramedics came to his home in Florida, and they got a cardiac arrest call. They tried resuscitating him, taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. Our cameras were rolling about an hour ago from when I'm talking to you now, when all of this came down. Here's how it looked. Okay, Jackson, do you have anything while we have a little bit of... Reagan, are you evaluating this video? Well, I'm talking about the web... Yeah, I think that's right. And I think the way you put it up is, this was really a desperate attempt to save him. Okay. Huh? Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I think you add it.
So there's
But fairly high. Yeah.
So there's an overwhelming sentiment in the comment section right now. People obviously are shocked at the passing of Hulk Hogan, but many people are saying we lost Malcolm Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, and Hulk Hogan all in the same week.
You know, my dog walker texted me in the middle of this craziness, and she said, I am just devastated. She said, my whole youth has been destroyed. And she's like, stop it already, to me. And I get it. I mean, it is just one of those weeks. It's true. I mean, it's just been every day this week. I mean, this is when we started doing our YouTube stream, and it seems like every day we're talking about another tragic death. And you're right, it's been an extraordinary week. I agree with you. And when you add one to the next, it gets overwhelming. I agree. I got to tell you, and I knew him really well over the years. And, you know, this is one of the things about this job where, you know people personally, and you got to kind of shelve it and say, there's a job you got to get done. And it's kind of a weird headspace right now.
Yeah, I think, no one's offering a differing opinion, but Eliyahu says, so heartbreaking, he was the wrestler who gave it all in the ring and beyond. And that's essentially what the sentiment is right now amongst all of our commenters.
Yeah, I mean,
Everyone's
but look, let's be real for a second. I mean, at the same time, he was a divisive guy in a sense. When he spoke at the Republican National Convention, he was not ingratiating himself with half the country. And he knew that, when he ripped his shirt off and he was the absolute star of the RNC. There's no doubt about it. And he got booed when he went in the ring, partly because of his politics. So he wasn't afraid of that. He didn't shy away from that. And there were people who really didn't like him because of that. And he knew it. Did he care that people were booing him? My opinion, yes. That he was a sensitive guy. And obviously, when he went through the whole thing with the sex tape and the racism and everything else, you know, it crushed him. And he talked openly about that. Not that he said, oh, poor me. He knew what he did was wrong, but it really crushed him. So he was a sensitive guy. So yeah, he was a divisive guy. And I'm sure there are millions and millions and millions of people out there who are really upset, devastated, sad. And there are other people who just didn't like him. And he knew that.
People are wondering, obviously, he's passed away. What were the circumstances around his death? How did he pass away? Did they try to resuscitate him?
Yeah, we're about to put this video up. I'm glad you're asking that. Huh? Yes. Well, wait a minute. Can we embed? We can embed, yeah. Yeah, embed. Do an embed on this. So, yeah, there is a video. Eric, do you have it? Yeah. Come on over, Jackson. I'll show you guys. Let me just grab my phone. Oh, no, I don't know where my phone, oh, where is it? Hey, Anakin? Okay, come on over. We're going to Eric. So, I mean, this was kind of the frantic effort. This is the frantic effort to save him. Right? So play this, Eric. So this is his home. Paramedics were inside. They're about to take him out, and you see when they take him out, you see them doing chest compressions. So when they called, they were frantically trying to save his life, and you're going to see that in a minute. So they are getting him kind of situated there, and in a second you're going to see this attempt to save him. Just stick with this for a second. They pan over, and I don't know if you saw, but you can see them pounding on his chest. And now they're moving him. And there are a lot of people there. I mean, they know who this is and what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it looks like when they first come out, when they got to the bottom of the stairs, they tried to do compressions again.
Yeah. Lucas, this is going to be an embed.
We're finding a new link to embed.
Say again?
We're trying to find an embed.
If you can't, player, then do it.
Okay. We can swap.
We're just going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can swap later.
Yeah.
I mean, just another thing, speaking to his legacy, we were talking earlier, me and Roger. It's kind of hard.
Eric, by the way, Eric and Roger are two of the three biggest wrestling fans in our office.
Two of the three.
Well, Reagan.
You're Reagan.
It's hard to like separate. Like, I don't know if I'm grieving. I don't know what how to process it right now. You know, because he has all that stuff with his legacy, but he is like, we love wrestling. He is a major part of why we love wrestling, whether we want to admit it or not.
That's how I grew up. Like, I grew up with Hulk Hogan. So to me, he was like, yeah, that's my belt. That's my belt that I have. Like, I loved Hulk Hogan growing up. That's like your superhero. I didn't care about Marvel. I didn't care about DC. To me, it was like Hulk Hogan. And so to see him turn into a bad guy, oh, I despised him. I loved going to shows and just like being so mad at him because he was, you know, he turned his back on me. So his legacy to wrestling fans, it's crazy. It's too much.
Yeah. It's, I'm just having a moment right now because it's like I knew this guy really well. But it's funny because I knew him not as a wrestler, really. I mean, all my interactions with him were more personal and just, you know, I would talk to him about stories or just sometimes he'd just call. But, you know, and we did his life story.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so much. I mean, I knew about him as a wrestling fan, and I watched him and all, but and I knew about his movies and everything. But my relationship with him was different.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's such a personality, both like as a character, the Hulk Hogan, but also as Terry. Terry was a character too, you know, and he.
No, Terry was real.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why his reality show did so well because that was him.
Yeah.
Do you know what is so interesting that I just thought of? Huh. So. Ozzy Osbourne dies this week, who had a reality show that was one of the few authentic family reality shows on television. And Terry had a reality show that was one of the few authentic reality shows on television. Hulk Knows Best was real. I mean, the drama with Brooke and Nick and Linda and him, it was all real. And then you saw it play out afterward in a really bad way.
And you know, like, VH1 was like, oh, the Osbournes are so successful. We need a family to do this with.
But they did.
And they went to Hulk.
And yeah,
and that was like, that really was like one of the
And the two of them died the same week.
Yeah.
And the two of them died the same week.
What's really cool about Hulk Hogan is that he stuck around. So, you know, he came back in the 90s, obviously, as a heel, but then he came back in the 2000s. And so every new wrestler, like The Rock, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, now you get to share those moments with like a whole new audience.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because, again, he's such an impact to everyone.
Okay, we're going to move over here. Jackson, anything? Reagan, I can hear you.
There's just so much shock and awe.
Give me, no, this is important. You're not in a mad rush right now. I want a little time to talk to people on YouTube.
We just dropped a poll that says, did you like Hulk better as a hero or villain?
I bet
in
they said
wrestling?
villain.
Well, let's see what they say. Right now, there's 220 votes in. You said your bet was on villain?
Yeah.
78% voted hero.
Really?
Yeah.
He was more popular as a villain. He was more popular as a villain. Oh, Reagan's saying that's not true. Yes, he was. Hey, am I wrong? Was he more popular as a hero or a villain? Reagan is in my ear saying I'm absolutely wrong, that he's way more popular as a hero.
I think so too. I think the
He said NWCW he was, but overall no.
The villain stuff was just more shocking than it was popular, I think. But it wasn't a huge deal. Right? I mean, but to this day, people rock in the Hulkamania. He has an interview. Like, Hulkamania merch is like crazy.
Okay, what else, Jackson?
People are calling him an American hero.
Hey, I have a question. If there are Democrats watching this, did it have an impact on the way you viewed him after you saw him at the RNC? I'm really interested in that.
You want to drop a poll?
Huh?
You want to drop a
poll? I mean, what I want to know is, did it matter that he was a Trumper to you? Did it matter? I'm really interested in that. I'm guessing people are going to say yes, but, you know.
People are saying that he was better as a hero 100%. He was the poster boy of the U.S. back in the 80s. I liked him better as a heel, though, in the 90s during his NWO run.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people are saying.
Roger seems to agree.
Oh, God. I mean, every day this week, I just like, this is crazy. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, and there are others who died this week. Chuck Mangione.
So
I mean, it's just, wow, what a crazy week.
So we dropped the poll.
Yeah.
Hulk's RNC speech.
Yeah.
Change your opinion about him.
Yeah. I bet 70% said yes.
All right, well, we have 605 votes in and going up, but right now, 63% say no.
Say no?
Yeah.
I like that. I really like that because politics should not automatically define a person. And I know people think they should. A lot of people think they should. That is remarkable that you guys said that.
But then, of course, there's the other 37% that said yes, right?
I'm surprised it's not reversed.
Denzel says, yes, it did. First, him saying the N-word, him being a Trumper,
No, I
was
it.
down, and then when Kamala lost, he kept doing public appearances talking about wanting to attack her. So obviously, some people felt a type of way about his RNC appearance, and that changed their opinion of him.
Got it. Okay. So, Reagan, are you there? Okay, so let me ask you guys something. there are other stories actually today. So we're doing our TMZ Live television show, which we do now from our YouTube stream.
Every morning at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Coast time.
Right, Monday through Friday. So there are other things going on, including this crazy South Park story. But we're going to have to start moving on to some of those things. We'll come back to Hulk. You guys game for that? That's my question. Because we got to start doing the rest of the news.
We're going to have to give them 20 seconds to respond, but let's see what they say.
Let's see if they're ready for it.
But yeah, guys, anyone who is interested.
I just want to know that you guys are cool with this because I know how important this story is.
Sure. Yeah.
But we just got to get to some of the other stories to fill out what we're doing on the show.
Guys, TMZ live streaming every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Coast time on the TMZ YouTube channel.
I'm afraid for you guys to watch because you guys may be jinxing things. Because this has been a crazy week since we started this.
Yeah. We are always breaking news first here.
Okay, we're going to have to do this. Right. So
everyone's saying yes. Let's
okay,
roll.
So there's
Let's
this.
Do it.
I think insane story with South Park. Babcock, are you doing this? Yeah. Okay. So do you have sound, Reagan?
Yeah, I've got the video up over here if you want to come.
Okay, so we're coming over here. Jackson, come on. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Got it. So wait a minute. So
that's the third day in a row that's happened.
Like
that is like, that's crazy.
What can I say? Signed by Olympians. Look.
My God.
No. What you don't know about this is that TMZ Sports, Edward in particular, and Connor. Where's Connor? And Connor over there. Connor in the jersey. That's Connor. They played 2 Olympians, and we have a volleyball court here, and they got slaughtered. And well, you got slaughtered.
This is what we got, a little signed ball.
I returned a spike from a silver medalist last summer on her first attempt, and we got the first point of the match. So I would say that we were up.
3 of the 5 points you got were bad serves on their part.
And sent me videos. Yeah.
Yeah, you got one good shot. You got one good shot out. Okay.
All right. You ready for this or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Just give me the thumbnail for it, please.
Man, absolutely. Man. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But not super tight. Yeah, this is good. No. Okay. That's too. Yeah. Back. I think back. I think that's good. Okay. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to TMZ Live. So, wow. Donald Trump is threatening to cancel all sorts of shows. The View, he is just relishing in what happened to Stephen Colbert. So last night, South Park began its new season, and they went in on Donald Trump in such a hard way. And what's interesting about this is South Park is owned by CBS, and CBS is owned by Paramount. And Paramount is the one that canceled Stephen Colbert, made the deal to pay $16 million over the 60 Minutes interview. So you would think maybe South Park would be a little bit scared. Look at this. Watch this. Babcock, play it.
Gets away with it.
Don't want to right now.
What? Hey, relax. Come on, Satan. I've been working hard all day.
You haven't been working. You've been doing your stupid memes and just around.
Come on, Satan.
say anything. It's so small.
So Donald Trump in bed with the devil, all sorts of jokes, and doing this on the heels of everything that happened this week.
Right. Well, so with everything that everyone has said, now South Park I expect will be canceled within before the end of the day, right? This just blows out the Stephen Colbert thing because same parent company, South Park just went in on him harder than Stephen Colbert ever has, and nothing's going to happen to them because they're a profitable show.
They literally just signed a $1.5 billion deal.
Right. Nothing is going to happen.
Let me just repeat that. I mean, when lots of television is struggling right now, $1.5 billion,
right,
which is unheard of.
Right.
And so they have incredible power. And Donald Trump is now feeling his oats.
Right.
And, you know, he's saying the other late night shows are going to go away.
Yep.
Jimmy Kimmel is next.
Yeah.
And so.
And maybe he's right about those, but those shows are not South Park.
But the question is he trying to bludgeon the networks into canceling those other shows? Because he even said The View is next.
Right.
And so if that's his MO right now, and he tries to cancel South Park, he's going to fail.
It's not going to happen.
He's going to fail.
Those other shows.
Sorry.
Those other shows, they don't have the impact. They don't have the ratings. They have nothing like South Park. So if he tries to cancel South Park, it's not going to happen. Might he be able to get Jimmy Fallon's show canceled? Sure. That also likely loses money. It's not happening with South Park.
Now again, they're saying Paramount is saying this whole thing was coincidental.
Right.
I find it really weird because they've been losing money for a while.
Right.
Why did they choose this
and
week?
might it have had a little something to do with it? And is Donald Trump happy? Oh, you bet he's happy.
Or a lot to do with it. Or a lot to do with it.
Right.
But it's so interesting that the very same parent company is now dealing with this.
Right.
And what's interesting is that I wonder if Paramount, they must have seen this in advance.
Right. Did they give it the okay? I mean,
clearly it went on the air.
Right. Look, and this obviously had to have been done before Stephen Colbert and that news came out, right? This takes some time.
But it went on the air.
Right.
Yesterday.
Still went on the air. They could have pulled it. They could have put something else. They could have delayed it. They didn't.
Which might be a signal from Paramount saying, we didn't do this because we were afraid of Donald Trump. We did it because Stephen Colbert was losing money.
They're the biggest winners here, I think. Paramount is, and CBS is.
We actually reached out to the White House to see if they had a response to the South Park thing, and they did. This is what they said. They said, the left's hypocrisy truly has no end. For years, they have come after South Park for what they labeled as offensive content, but suddenly they are praising the show. Just like the creators of South Park, the left has no authentic or original content, which is why their popularity continues to hit record lows. This show hasn't been relevant for over 20 years.
It has yes, that's just a ridiculous statement. Yeah. And by the way, if it wasn't relevant, they wouldn't have given him $1.5 billion. It's not up yet.
Hi, I'm Marie Dial in Ireland, and South Park is back with a bang with this episode. This is classic South Park. They're not afraid to mock Trump. They showed him as a power-hungry individual who thinks he can do whatever he wants, and he gets into bed with Satan. But what's really interesting is they weren't afraid to show Paramount, who they've just signed a $1 billion deal with. So if they're not afraid to bite the hands that feed them, nobody is safe. And that's why we need to keep South Park. We need to see this on TV. So Donald Trump, hands off South Park.
I don't think Donald Trump can put his hands on South Park. And by the way, I think this is going to be the first of many episodes about Donald Trump. Okay. Okay, so the South Park thing is really interesting. That I really think Paramount had a board meeting of some sort. And I'm guessing this, but I could just hear it. They knew this was going on the air. They knew it was going on the air last night. So did somebody say we should stop it because Trump's on the warpath? I think they said, you know what? This is exactly what we need because everybody's saying that we kowtowed to them. We bent the knee to Donald Trump. And this shows that it had nothing to do with Donald Trump.
Can you imagine, Harvey, if and it would have come out because somebody would have leaked that, if it came out that they had this episode planned and then they killed it after what happened with Colbert? I mean, then that would have been it.
No, I think he's right, by the way. I think he's right that Paramount wins on this one. I think they agree?
Yeah.
Paramount wins.
Yeah.
So we actually dropped a poll, and we asked them, will Trump get South Park canceled?
Never.
There's no way.
Never.
Yeah.
If you said yes, you're wrong.
You can be the most ardent Trump supporter.
You're on.
There's no way.
You're
It's
on.
not happening.
You're on.
80% say no. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And 20% don't know what they're talking about. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Zero
but
chance. 0%.
Zero chance.
Some people can go without the Stephen Colbert show. Captain Commenter says, meh, I'm tired of 10 years of the same jokes every night, not crying over Colbert or the other late night tracks.
What about South Park?
There'd be some crying over
I
that.
think there are going to be a lot of people upset if South Park's canceled.
Oh, yeah.
And with $1.5 billion, they are going nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to come back to Hulk in a minute, but what are we doing? Okay, I need a download on this. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Talk to I've got to do something for about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Talk to them about Hulk.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to know about Hulk.
Yeah. I literally, you know, I've been here for Prince's death, Robin Williams' death. This one is just so shocking to me. Also understanding that he had this wrestling league that was about to launch. He just strikes this big deal with Fox. What was that? He just strikes this big deal.
I don't think you're...
You can't hear me?
It's going to YouTube. Okay, we're all good. They can hear you. Keep going.
You're good. So yeah, just to know how excited he was about this new organization. Look, he's a professional wrestler, right? But this was an amateur wrestling organization that was going to be a professional wrestling league. They just struck this big deal with Fox Nation, and this was really a big thing that he was very excited about. In fact, that's the last time we spoke with Hulk, and we spoke to Hulk often. We spoke to him a lot, and this was the last conversation that we had with him, and he was so excited about this. They had Kurt Angle, who they had signed up to be part of the broadcast team, and he was just so optimistic. It's not like he was 71 and hey, I'm done, gonna ride off into the sunset. I mean, he had so much going on still, and I'm just shocked. I mean, you know, the way it happens this morning is we have got the TMZ tip line, and we get word, hey, you know, I live over there, and I had seen all this commotion this morning, all of these ambulances, and I know one of his best friends, and I call this guy, and I mean, right when he picked up the phone, you could just hear the devastation in his voice. I mean, you know, these guys were like brothers. And I think everybody surrounding Hulk, everyone that was in his world that really knew him, weren't just fans of his, but knew him, they're just shocked and they're devastated right now that this has happened. And I understand. I mean, you want to talk about a guy with a complicated legacy. I mean, that is Hulk Hogan. So there's no denying that. And I think people should talk about that because it was part of his life.
People are asking how he died, Babcock.
Cardiac arrest. So it was what did we say, 9:18? 9:51 there, Eastern time, Clearwater, Florida. There was a phone call made from Hulk's home, cardiac arrest. Again, they went there, they worked on Hulk, they did everything they could to save him. I mean, we haven't posted it, but there are some videos out there where you can see Hulk being taken out of the, what's that? We did. Okay, so it's actually in our post right now. Check it out if you're interested. It's from like across the street, but you see these people working on Hulk, and they did everything they could to save him. I mean, they're doing chest compressions, but there was just nothing, unfortunately, that could be done. And you know, shortly after that call at 9:50, he is declared deceased. The authorities in town are going to give a press conference here in a couple of hours, and we'll obviously have a bunch more information. But just an absolutely devastating story.
Thanks a ton, Babcock. We appreciate it.
Yeah, in 20 minutes. Yeah. What, 20 minutes? Yeah.
Dude, there's a smell over here that... Oh, okay.
Okay, Jackson's coming over here. How we doing, Jackson?
We're doing good. Around 13,000 viewers.
Okay. Wait till you guys... I know, but it's okay. I'm just talking... Can you guys hear me?
YouTube can hear you. Go for it, Harvey.
You're not going to believe this story on Brian Koberger. It's not over. Wait till you hear about new evidence that was just released. It is, I'm telling you, it's insane. We're going to do that right now. And then we're going to talk about Chuck E. Cheese was arrested.
Oh, that's a great one.
I know. Seriously, Chuck E.
I'm
Cheese
ready
was
for that
arrested.
one.
Chuck E. Cheese was arrested. We're going to get into both. Okay, Brian Koberger and Chuck E. Cheese, TMZ Live. Okay. Okay, here we go. Where's my, the clock is there. Can you move that like in the middle there? That's more helpful. Nope, 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 in the middle there. Go back, go back, go back, go back. More. There. There. Okay. Here we go. So Brian Koberger is now officially behind bars for the rest of his life. But it's not over. There were documents that came out yesterday that are terrifying about what he actually did to some of his victims, but also what happened before the murders. There was an incident where a woman went to the police and said a couple of months before the murders, she had a match with Brian Koberger on Tinder. She actually had an interview with the police talking about this. And the police asked her about the interaction she ended up having with Koberger. It's terrifying.
It's really, so basically this girl that only went by KC or C in the documents, she said that she matched with him about 2 months earlier before he murdered everyone, and said that she confided in him about how her friend was actually murdered a couple years before.
Her friend.
Her friend, right. So she said, yeah, my friend was unfortunately murdered in my hometown a couple years ago. And so then he spun that conversation to be like, oh, well, what kind of horror movies do you like? And she's like, oh, I like the Halloween movies, like the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. And then he asked her, what do you think is the worst way to die? And she said, probably by a knife. And he said, so like something to the effect of like a K-bar knife?
That's what he used.
That's what he used in the murders. So creepy. She said she stopped talking to him because it made her uncomfortable.
Did she
obviously.
meet him face to face?
I believe that this was a face-to-face because he said that he was coming home for Christmas. She had changed her Tinder like settings because she wasn't finding anyone close to her, and she matched with him when he was farther away. He came home for Christmas break, and they had this date, and 2 months before.
So also,
but even worse was the disfigure. I mean, these police documents reveal that he disfigured the face of one of his victims.
Beyond recognition.
Beyond recognition. Kaylee
Gonzalez.
Yeah, right. And I mean, just absolutely hard. I mean,
there were 15 stab wounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like.
I mean, this actually puts him in the category of somebody like the Night Stalker or so. I mean, just.
Oh, he's totally in that category.
Yeah, I mean,
literally, he is a Night Stalker.
Yeah.
He didn't climb through a window.
Right.
That we know of.
Right.
Yeah.
But he is like Richard Ramirez was.
Absolutely.
And also, these documents confirmed that Xana, who's the brunette girl, she had like multiple defensive wounds on her hands, so she fought back. She fought for her life.
Now, there's also what came out was there is a guy, an inmate in jail with him that said he was just a weird dude.
So,
go ahead.
Well, he said that, you know, he was really smart. He actually called him like the smartest person that he's ever been confined with, which I digress. He's clearly not that smart because he got caught. But he said that he was super annoying because he would wash his hands like dozens of times a day. He would stay up all night and nap during the day. So this guy couldn't sleep because he could hear him like, you know, moving around at night.
And he also called his mom and spent hours on the phone with his mom. He was like a mama's boy.
Well, I mean, that to me is one of the weirdest things about this, that his family life was not, as far as I can, everything I know about him, was normal and even loving, that his parents were not these monsters, they were the opposite. And it's just one of those things you think there is really such a thing like as a bad seed.
What I found really interesting about that, though, was, well, first of all, they said that he would video chat with his mom all day. So I'm like, why does this guy get constant video chat mom privileges? But also, this is a new mugshot that we got from Koberger, looking
Brand
as
new
creepy as ever.
Expressionless.
No emotion.
Hi, I'm Tyler Wells from Los Angeles, and I think what's most disturbing about this new update is it suggests that Kohberger may have been fantasizing about this violence long before he acted on it. The way he brought up knives, including the exact murder weapon he used, and asked about the worst ways to die, it feels like he was testing the waters and almost exploring like this dark curiosity he had. So I think it begs the question, was this a fantasy for him?
I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. To get into his head, I think, is impossible. Hold on. Before we get on to Chuck E. Cheese, I don't know what you guys think, but it brings it to another level.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know that Kaylee Gonzalez was literally, she was unrecognizable. I mean, that's how brutal this was. This wasn't a guy who just killed. It was a guy who went in to maim, and it's just like shocking.
Yeah, I think our audience is feeling that shock as well. Liz in our comment section says, I'm sure he was smart in certain ways, but what a creep and evil person that doesn't deserve anything good.
Smart, I have a problem saying he's not smart because he got caught. That's like Donald Trump saying he's not a good soldier because he was caught. Good soldiers don't get caught, which was a ridiculous point. So
he left his DNA behind. He left the
no, I know that, but that doesn't mean he's not smart.
He went back to the scene of the crime.
You know who was smart? You know who was smart? The Unabomber was smart.
Yeah.
But, you know, smart and being a criminal are not mutually exclusive. And I think everybody's got to remember that, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's not the perfect crime, because I'm not sure what that is anymore.
Sure.
But he was smart on different levels.
On different subjects,
yeah, and you can't you can't ignore the whole personality, the whole personality of somebody because you hate him.
Yeah.
He was a smart guy who was deranged and was wired really badly. But, you know, to say he's not smart because he got caught. No, that's Donald Trump saying McCain's not a good soldier because he got caught.
It would be fascinating to find out.
He's in prison.
I get it.
It would be fascinating to find out what triggered all this. I mean, and you know, we just have no answers on this.
No,
I mean, it's just.
We never are. What's up? What? Oh, God, that's right. No, that's a really good idea. Let me just make a quick call.
Mic up for me, please.
Give me a second.
In the meantime,
Reagan.
Hello, everyone in chat. Sorry I haven't been around too much today.
I'm in a
It's just been a crazy day so far. But I see everybody in chat. What's up, Chaz? Hey, Nam.
No.
Sandy Purple, how's it going? What's up, Nancy? Yeah, I know, Rip Hulk. I completely agree. Chris Sean, how's it going? Liz the Biz, how's it going?
I'm trying
no
to
worries.
get
Anytime,
somebody
Liz.
who would be great to put on TMZ Live and somebody you would love to hear from on this.
Who are they talking about? Well, I guess you're going to find out. Right now, we're trying to land an interview for TMZ Live. And it might be someone you definitely know, or have heard of at least once.
Hey, it's Harvey. I am so sorry about Hulk, and I knew what he meant to you. Can you give me a call? I want to see if we could do a quick interview with you because you're so important.
Fan over 18 years.
So give me a call. I'm on myself.
Fan of TMZ almost as long as it's been around. That is crazy. Hey, Ryan. Alicia, it is Jackson behind the camera. How you doing? What's up, Craig?
Let me
Commander
just see
Luke,
if I can get his wife.
As Bobby Heenan used to say, Hulkmania is dead. Rip Hulkster. Absolutely. Everyone's really shocked today. It's been a rough week for Black Sabbath fans, for the Cosby Show fans, and now for WWE fans with the loss of
Reagan.
Hulk Hogan. It's just...
Do you have?
It's too much, guys. It's way too much. We'll get to Chuck E.
Can you
Cheese
see
in a
if
bit.
somebody
No,
does?
I'm just
I've
as
texted
excited
him.
about the Chuck E. Cheese story as you are. Trust me.
Okay. You want to do Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, they want
You guys
Chuck
want
E.
to hear
Cheese.
about Chuck E. Cheese?
They're ready for Chuck E. Cheese.
Wait till you see this. This is crazy. Okay, here we go. Yeah. If you know who do you know who I'm looking for?
Yes, we know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, hey, Anakin, just stop whatever I'm doing if that person calls. Okay? Got it. Can you bring that monitor over here? Here, I'll just do it. I got it. No, it's just we gotta move. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. Somebody ratted out Chuck E. Cheese. It went down in Florida yesterday, and Chuck E. Cheese was performing at a Chuck E. Cheese in Tallahassee, a kid's party, when the cops rolled in and they arrested him in costume and yanked him out of the restaurant and took him to jail, and they booked him, and we have the video of this thing. So,
well, your favorite part's the photo.
Well, the photo is the best.
Because obviously, I think, he was doing a kid's birthday party, so they didn't want to take off his helmet. Is that what you call that?
A hat. Well,
or
his costume.
His costume.
The head.
So they detained him, put him in cuffs.
No, just think of this. There are kids in this restaurant, and
I don't know if you want to call that a restaurant. No shade to Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, it's shade to Chuck E.
I mean, I guess they have
shade.
pizza.
So they had to yank him out with the head on, and we'll tell you why in a minute. So then you got to see this. So this is outside.
Yeah,
so watch
then this is the video.
Now watch this. So he's still got the head on. They yanked the head off his head. They put it on the top of the police car, and they take.
They take him out of his costume, essentially. Look at the I love the gloves, too.
Oh, no, he's got the whole regalia on. And so they end up booking him. They take his mugshot, and they arrest him for theft of a credit card. Apparently,
this guy.
Mr. Cheese...
Mel Jones, this is his real name. That's his government name.
Yeah, it's a government name. He was using a stolen credit card and has done it at least twice in the last 6 months.
6 months.
So somehow, somebody let the cops know in Tallahassee that the person in that costume was that guy.
I mean,
somebody literally ratted him out.
Well,
they ratted out
they
Chuck E.
ratted out
Cheese.
the rat, or cops just did like investigation.
How would they?
So the cops find out that this guy.
But there's got to be more than one Chuck E. Cheese at this place.
But I'm sure that shows up where this guy works. So they went to his
But how would they know he was working that day?
They walk in and they're like, we're looking for this guy. And I'm sure the manager's like, well, he's right there. And there he is performing at this kid's birthday.
They're not going to show up at Chuck E. Cheese without knowing that's the guy. I mean, what if it's the wrong Chuck E. Cheese and they pull the head off?
I think they had the address of where the guy worked and they showed up. And so they asked for his action. They didn't say, hey, is Chucky here?
I think somebody called the cops ahead and said, I know the guy you're looking for. He's at that restaurant.
I mean, it could be.
Anyway, he's out on $1,000 bond, which is a lot of dough.
Yeah. You love that story.
Tanisha Valentine, based out of Orlando, Florida. Okay, so a few things with this story. One, shout out to this man. First of all, thank God he has a job, okay? But do they not do background checks? Do they not do screenings? I mean, thankfully, these charges were not serious in a way that it could harm the kids, but these poor babies, they probably were terrified. I mean, you see Chucky getting dragged out by the police. That is their worst nightmare.
No, hold on. I have a question for you. You say it's their worst nightmare. Would it be more traumatic to the kids if they took Chuck E. Cheese out in costume or actually pulled the head off in the restaurant so the kids would see it's not a real rat?
You know what? I think him getting arrested with the hat on was better, because if they took it off, then now the parents have to explain Chucky's not real.
Exactly. So in a way,
the parents can say Chucky just made a mistake. He's going to, I'd rather that than they pull it off and now they have to explain.
Exactly. The kids were spared trauma.
I mean, we've learned their.
Okay, the best story, right?
Right.
I mean,
so it's kind of funny because we have people in here that are laughing at the story, but then we have new people joining that are going, why are they talking about Chuck E. Cheese? Liz says this is something else. Most of those kids are going to be either traumatized or never forget that day at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, it would be the best. Are you kidding me? I mean, if these kids are such snowflakes that they are traumatized by this, this is a great story for a kid. If I were at that Chuck E. Cheese as a kid and that happened, I would tell everybody I knew the next day. It's a great story.
People are saying, don't Chuck E. Cheese do background checks?
Well, but I don't, even if they did a background check, I don't know if this guy had a rap sheet, but all this was an arrest warrant. So I don't know that the arrest warrant would necessarily have shown up on the background check. I have no idea if the guy had other convictions. But my God, I mean, Love Island doesn't check social media thoroughly. So why are you blaming Chuck E. Cheese on not doing a full background check?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, I can't read. Yeah, some of these I can't read, Harvey. But
Is your back hurting you? Because I literally just wanted to sit.
No. No.
You're okay?
I'm chilling.
You told me
I'm okay.
today you would rather die than tell me any weakness. You literally said that to me today.
That that's true. Maybe a little bit over exaggerated and say I'd rather die. But my
no, you actually said that.
I did promise you that I would tell you if it did.
Okay.
So
fair.
You can take me at my word.
Okay.
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hold. So are we doing Tim's Rejects live here?
That's a great idea.
Okay, we never done this here before.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did.
We did this before?
Yeah, we did.
Live?
Last week, yeah.
This whole room.
And they can hear
explode.
the okay.
Yeah, you'll just stand here and watch it on the monitor.
Okay.
Get Jackson a beer.
Where's
Amen.
Tim doing it?
We're in his normal spot.
Amen.
Okay. So I'm just going to stay here.
Yeah, and the monitor will stay.
Do you have the video?
Yeah, here.
Guys, when
Okay, what
Tim
year was
comes
this?
Out, we do. Can we explain what Tim's Rejects is? Really
Oh, yeah. Tim's Rejects, we started this like 8 years ago, where Tim was, the staff on TMZ Live pitches stories, and we either say we want to do it or we don't want to do it. And Tim started pitching things that everybody hated, and so we would never put it on the air. So one day somebody said, let's do Tim's Rejects. We'll take stuff that we never wanted to put on the air, and we'll give Tim three at-bats to show the viewers the things we rejected. So we've been doing that once a week ever since. So we're going to do Tim's Rejects today. That make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start with Cardi B. So here we go.
Okay.
I got you. I heard. So what are we doing? 5 total? So we're going to do 2 minutes on 2. Okay, here we go. Okay, you ready? I'm going to move a little bit. Okay. So in 2023, Cardi B was performing in Las Vegas. It was a really hot day. And she actually asked people if they have any ice or water or whatever, she could use it. So a woman, I'm going to show you this in a minute. She Tawana, let me show them. So watch what Cardi does. Oh, so okay. So what happens is Cardi hurls the microphone at the woman who threw the water. Now, she did say, throw me some ice or water. So the woman kind of did what Cardi had asked. Cardi was pissed off. The woman files a police report, and the police decide not to prosecute. So, and I kind of get it. You know, even though clearly Cardi was in the wrong there. I mean, she should not have, that's not an appropriate response, even if the woman would have thrown water at her, which she did, and even if Cardi didn't ask for it, it's still an inappropriate use of force to throw a microphone the way she did at her. So now, 2 years later,
Yeah.
The woman files a lawsuit.
Cardi's being sued, you know, like, and you got to think too, like this microphone became a magical microphone because it got auctioned off for nearly $100K. So the woman is saying, like, seeing all that press, you know, is giving her emotional distress.
Which is ridiculous.
Well, I mean,
so, no, I'm just telling you.
all over the internet.
Legally, it's ridiculous. That apparently the microphone sold for what, $99,000?
Yeah, just about $100K.
Yeah, and so, yeah, the microphone sold. That doesn't give people emotional distress where you can get money back from a court.
Maybe if you're the laughing stock of your text group, your
doesn't
family
work.
group, no?
That's not what emotional distress is. What she can get is if she has medical bills and she can get pain and suffering, she's not going to get emotional distress for that. She's just not. Okay, it is that time of the week, folks. It is time for Tim's Rejects.
What's going on?
Tim, what do you got?
All right, so Harvey, when was the last time you went rock sliding?
I went rock sliding never.
Never? Okay, well, don't try this at home. Always wear a helmet. These guys here are, you have a little wet little rock there, and they're sliding down the rock on their bare feet, and they're
Wait a minute, that's a rock?
Yeah, so that's a rock, and it's got water on it, and they're sliding down the rock into the body of water there.
But it's like a really smooth rock.
Yeah, it's a smooth rock because of the water, you know, but...
So, I mean, I'm not shading it, but if it's a smooth rock, it's okay?
I mean, it seems pretty exciting. I mean, you wouldn't try it?
Next.
Okay.
By the way, I just want to say unimpressed.
Okay. When was the last time you did a flip off an exercise bar?
Oh, God, 2 days ago.
Exactly. Okay. So check this out. This is pretty cool. So this guy's got like a half cane, and he's got it in one hole, and he does a flip, and he lands in the very tiny hole you see right there.
Wow.
And that, if you don't think... Yeah,
okay, I'm impressed.
That's pretty impressive.
Okay, that's nuts.
Yeah, I don't... yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Okay, you're 1 for 2.
Okay.
This will determine whether you win or lose today.
Okay, so you know the push scooters, they can be fun, but they can also
They're so dangerous.
They can be dangerous.
No, they're so dangerous.
So this guy here is trying to go off stairs.
Oh, no.
What do you think happens?
This is not going to end well.
You have any ideas?
He is going to flip over and roll down the stairs.
All right, well, check it out here. So he's going off the stairs here. He does a flip, and he lands perfectly. A little bit of whiplash, I think, but nonetheless, very impressive.
Okay.
He lands it off the stairs there.
Can I just say, if that wasn't his first try, what happened to him before?
Yeah, I hope it's his first try, actually, because otherwise...
That is so reckless.
But he landed.
I know he landed, but don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, Tim.
All right,
Thank you, Tim.
Let's go, Tim.
Everybody smash the like button for Tim.
Okay.
W Tim in chat, please.
This Tim thing was silly.
Tim.
Cardi B is interesting. I'll tell you, the reason I think they didn't charge her with battery, and it is a battery, I mean, she can't do that, is, you know, it's really hard in some cases to prosecute celebrities. And, you know, sometimes you go overboard and they go after somebody because they're a celebrity, but a lot of times it really blows up in prosecutors' faces. And I think this one, what a jury would say is it was almost a reflexive action by Cardi B, that all of a sudden you get hit with water and you don't know what it is and you just throw it. I mean, had she waited a couple of seconds, 3, 4, 5 seconds, maybe it would have been different, but it was so quick that it becomes almost reflexive, and I just don't think a jury would necessarily convict her, even though technically it's a battery. So I just think the quickness of what she did, even though it's not justifiable, probably saved her from getting prosecuted. In terms of the civil lawsuit, they're going to settle this because there's not much of a defense.
People who aren't so acquainted with the law are asking, is there a statute of limitations on this?
Yeah, that's why. There is a statute of limitations, and that's why it was filed now, because I believe in Nevada there's a 2-year statute of limitations for personal injury, and I think this woman filed right under the 2-year mark, which is, you know, that happened in 2023. Well, people do this all the time, and they think about it and they think about it, and then they're stalling and stalling and stalling, and then a lawyer says you either fish or cut bait right now, because if you don't, you're going to lose your right. So a lot of people then just do it at the last minute.
People in chat, such as our viewer 7, says, hey, I would have thrown it too. People...
Not right. You can't do it. And by the way, if you did it and you're not famous, more of a chance I think that you'd get prosecuted. The first show that I ever sold was called Celebrity Justice, and it was something I've always been fascinated by. Sometimes celebrities are nailed because they're celebrities, and sometimes they get away with it because they're celebrities, and that's what kind of interested me.
People are wondering if you can argue self-defense on this.
No, because self-defense means it's got to be proportional to the threat. And here, somebody threw water at her. Now, I suppose you could argue, I didn't know it was water. This could have been, you know, acid, as far as I knew. And I was protecting myself from an attack. I mean, you could make that argument and say the only thing I had to defend myself so she didn't throw more was the microphone, and they probably would have done that. And you know, now that I think about it, that's not a horrible defense to say, I didn't know it was water. This could have been something that was deadly. And if it wasn't gonna kill me the first time, it could have the second time. And all I had was a microphone, and I needed to thwart it and stop it. So that's what I would argue if I was her lawyer. And I don't know, maybe that would work, I don't know.
All right, cool. I think we should move on.
Yeah, but hold on just a second. I know, but hold your roll, Reagan. Give me 2 more minutes with people on YouTube before I...
Okay. Guys, Harvey loves talking to you.
I actually do.
Yeah. I think people are still hung up on, and rightly so, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, we're going to do this right now again for the last part of the show.
God, yeah.
Although I am trying to get somebody who is... Let me just see if I can get him. Oh.
That's the post.
Well, I'm just going to say it. I'm trying to get Sly.
You want me to back up?
No.
All right. Oh, lunch for Harvey.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Oh, he's not answering. I had the pleasure. This brilliant. And showman when he was 26 years old.
Favorite, I think.
Kind of wordy, but I think to get it across.
Liz the Biz.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of.
Liz the Biz, I gotta say.
You got some fans, girl.
Liz the Biz,
okay.
We're fans of you
I'm ready.
over here.
I'm going to show.
You want to do it by yourself?
Yeah.
Or?
No, I'm going to do this. If this is G, it's a minute, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. You took out story developing? I would take that out.
Just tap it so it doesn't go black.
Okay, here we go. So I got to tell you, I knew Terry, AKA Hulk, pretty well over the years. And it's really a sad moment for me. He was a force, and he was controversial, but he was a force. And one of the people who paid homage to him today is Sylvester Stallone. Remember, this is the picture of Rocky and Thunderlips. And this is from Rocky III. Sly said, I had the pleasure of meeting this brilliant personality and showman when he was 26 years old. He was absolutely wonderful, and his amazing skill made Rocky III incredibly special. My heart breaks. I think that he's gone. And he goes on. And so Sly inducted him in the Hall of Fame in 2005. So it is, I'll tell you, what a week. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan. My dog walker texted me this morning after we posted the Hulk story. Enough, my youth has been shattered. We'll see you tomorrow.
Dan, that doesn't mean you guys.
What?
You're saying we'll see you tomorrow to the TV show, not the live stream, guys. Stick
Yeah, no, we're staying. We're staying. That was just for the TV show. Yeah, Eric, you got to do a pickup on that.
The mic's on.
Huh?
Is it working? Oh, it's just down.
Okay. What do you guys want to talk about?
Sly inducted him into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005.
Yeah, you can, as audio, right? Okay, here's your phone. Okay, Reagan, if he calls, I want to do an interview.
People want to talk about your lunch, Harvey.
Oh, you want to do? Okay.
Anakin.
Okay.
It's your favorite segment.
Watch.
Interview in 20 minutes.
Okay. So, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Okay. Let's talk. No, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Okay.
Guys, interview.
Let's talk about it. So Anakin is saying, Anakin's my assistant, and Anakin was going after me, saying I was unfair to him when it came to lunch. I'll be honest, Anakin is a fantastic assistant and help, but he sucks kind of at lunch. I mean, because it's like the biggest part, it's the only part of my day.
It's the hardest part of my day.
And so yesterday, after he tells me I'm unreasonable, we think the same kind of thing, except he's getting this deep fried batter stuff, and I'm not. And so I sit down at my desk, and I'm working, and I'm eating this, and it's like, this is fried. And I was just like,
Harvey, I don't think you explained it.
No.
I don't think you explained. I like, for clarity's sake, I got what I got from the same restaurant. What you got, I got a different thing in that restaurant, but I got it for myself.
It was the same basic thing.
Yeah, but like
right.
Same,
But what I'm saying is,
items.
so what I'm saying is, so he's eating his food at his desk. I'm eating mine at my desk, and I'm like, this is fried. And I thought, this is gonna give me a stomach ache, and I just thought, screw it, I don't have time. So when I finish it, he looks up at me and he says, you know, I'm sorry, but I'm eating, I just ate your lunch. I mixed up the boxes.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me the entire time.
I wasn't sure.
So this is
I was halfway through.
2 hours after he tells me I'm unreasonable.
I was halfway through I guess technically your lunch. I was halfway through
My
your lunch.
lunch.
And then I started thinking,
I felt like crap.
I came into the kitchen and Anakin was chowing down. And I was like, what is that? And it's like spicy mayo bowl. And I was like, looks like a black pepper chicken bowl.
That's exactly what happened.
And he
I was like, I don't really taste the mayo.
I think I'm eating Harvey's lunch right now. And
Right.
I think you are.
And never told me until afterward. I felt like crap all day long.
He was going to town on that bowl.
That is a rare example of Harvey sacrificing for.
All I'm going to say is,
for me, I guess,
you heard him torch me yesterday about how unreasonable I am about lunch.
You are unreasonable.
Really, and then you,
this is
and then you pull a stunt like that.
This is separate.
Then you
issue.
pull a stunt like that.
It was a vengeful act.
yours. It was a vengeful act.
Vengeful.
Well, look.
So what are we doing today?
Well, you already told me what you wanted to do.
All right, I did.
Well, we should give the audience some options.
Okay, it's either going to. I got to do basic today. It's going to be a chicken burrito or turkey burrito. I'll give you guys the option.
Ronnie's, right?
Chicken or turkey burrito?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get that dropped. That'll be.
I'll do one of the
about
two.
20 seconds.
The chicken burrito you wanted like last time, right? No beans.
Right. But let's see what they say. What they say, it's not going to be what you say, let me tell you.
I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, Seven says, so you ate fried food knowing you shouldn't?
Well, yeah, I did. You're right. No, you're absolutely right. And I knew I shouldn't, but I had no option because he was gone. He went into the lunchroom, so I didn't know where he was.
Arm's reach, Harvey.
I didn't know where he was.
You could have gone the red
and
phone.
I thought
you could have said,
either I'm going to eat or I'm not going to eat. And I don't eat fried food, and it just was gross.
You don't enjoy the fried food, like any fried food?
Do you know what? I do. I love fried chicken. This kind of
good.
sucked. No, this kind of sucked.
Wasn't good.
It wasn't even good.
Damn.
So,
okay, what should Harvey have for lunch today? The poll has been dropped, 141 votes. Let's see.
I know what I want. I mean, I know what I want, but I want to see what they say.
All right, the votes are funneling in. I don't want to tell you until we have about 500. We have 239
500
right
people don't care what I'm eating for lunch. What do you want to talk about other than my lunch? How's that?
Oh, okay. The poll's decided.
What?
What do you want?
The chicken burrito.
They voted, 70% voted chicken burrito.
Oh, good. Okay. 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 So let's talk. What else do you guys want to talk about? You tell me.
Everyone's talking about your lunch.
My lunch? No. By the way, you name a kid after Star Wars, and this is what you get.
All right, that's a nasty stray.
What does that have to do with it? Hey, for any Argentina fans out there, let's go.
Wow.
Third star, baby. Here we go.
And by the way, Anakin is a twin.
I'm a twin.
Anakin is a twin.
Yeah, for those who watched the morning meeting yesterday.
Oh,
you know
your
that.
brother was on.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
He says he's going to start charging, actually.
Huh?
He said he's going to start charging for
So
references.
How does it make you feel that your brother got the looks?
Damn.
That is.
Damn.
Just keep shading.
All right.
I wouldn't shade the guy with
That's
that has access to a lot of your information like that.
That's true.
Kind of true.
And your lunches.
Okay, let's talk about something other than.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're good right now. Right?
Okay.
What time is it? We've been on since
Around
on for 2
8:30-ish.
hours.
Yeah.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, well this is a day. I'm afraid of tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, I'm really afraid of tomorrow. I mean, this has been insane this week. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan. It's like one after the other. I mean, this has been a week. This has been a week. And it's really sad. And all three. Wow.
We're going to have a good Friday, Harv.
We will see. We will see. Have a good day. And we will talk tomorrow, 9:30 Pacific time.